Bicycles are joyful, efficient transportation machines, especially the new Electric Assist Cargo Trike that arrived on campus in December. With an electric motor and a 400-watt battery, this is no ordinary trike. On campus as a part of the Sustainable Action Fund grant, student employees are delivering newspapers all across campus, uphill with a smile.
It feels like the hills are flat. It fills in sort of the gaps when your own riding doesn't have the power that you might need in that traffic situation. There's nothing that isn't positive about riding the bike, except you have to know about the gear, you have to have the gear, and you just have to get over some of those barriers. So we're trying to lower or remove barriers that people have to beginning.
The direct goal of our grant was to replace vehicle trips, and so the Publicity Center has done a really great job of doing just that. So they're using the trike now for those trips. And I think it's been successful. We trained some of the student staff over there last month to ride the trike around, and I just actually checked in with them over there today, and so far everything's going well, and the trike is really fun to ride. So
with this, I put out the New York Times on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and once a week on Mondays I put out the AS Review. It has helped a lot. We used to drive a truck around, and a truck is not nearly as maneuverable around campus. It has a lock actually like on the back tire, so I don't even have to worry about finding a bike lock. I just can lock it up anywhere. So it's actually made my job a lot easier. It can hold, I heard 200 pounds. For me, it's just like a lot of paper. But with the electric assist, it's just like super easy. No sweat. People always come up and ask me what I'm doing, like if I'm working or if that's just like my bike, which would be kind of funny.
This is the Butchers and Bicycles trike. As you might have noticed from this large whale-looking shape, it's got storage in the front, and actually that's the big feature about this thing that made it stand out to not just me but the whole team. And it's got some nifty tech, and it can tilt, which means you can ride it sort of more like a normal bike while still having the stability of a front axle. And much like the Selexity, it has front suspension, so it can be applied. Got disc brakes front and back, so that means you got good stopping power, and these motors can give you a lot of push, so you definitely want to be able to slow it down. I also like that it's got suspension, because it just means the bike can ride over bumps and stuff, and again, when you've got power coming through, you don't want the bike jumping around on bumps or anything like that, so you want to have lots of control over the bike. It's the right price for the right level of quality and fit and finish and power and usability and safety, so it won out over probably 15, 16 other bikes that we looked at, even in its price bracket. So that's why we have this one. It's nice and safe and usable.
we do have money for another bike and another 2 bikes, and we're deliberating on what kind we want to get. Because we just really want to make sure that the bikes are top quality and they're not going to have any problems or anything like that. So there could potentially be 2 more bikes on campus, not sure, but definitely just the 3 for the first probably couple quarters.
We can all get our hands on this as we Don't get pinched now. Okay, Jane, I can't see you. Come forward a little bit. There we go. Good. Good. And